It was a new-look St James's Park that awaited United for their first home match. Demolishing the old Gallagher End had begun last season. Now the complete picture of Sir John Hall's vision for the future was beginning to emerge. At nearly £5 million, the latest development would take the ground capacity to just over 34,000. Filling in the corners is the final task before the whole bowl effect is finished, and 40,000 fans will then enjoy a stadium that's second to none. But for the players, the biggest improvement would be underfoot. Earlier in the year, Keegan held an impromptu press conference out on the park just to show reporters why the playing surface had become so bad. The chairman promised a pitch worthy of the team, and in May the hallowed turf was duly ripped up and sold off. Supporters bought the lawn of a lifetime and raised thousands of pounds for charity. The new pitch cost around another £350,000 to put down. That sort of money would be a transfer record for many clubs. No expense was spared to give Keegan's team every chance of reaching the very top. It was Steve Watson who got his chance from the Peter Beardsley. Newcastle's young Mr Versatility stepped in to face Coventry and once again proved his worth.
Albert, nice touch and turn. Lee taking over, Albert still carrying on. The falling for Fox. Fox, good save of Grizovic, still going. Lee, that will do nicely. Robert Lee. Too many half chances for Coventry's good. It ran loose to Lee on the left peg, and that was quite enough. Watson trying one. Oh, what a strike, Steve Watson! A blinding goal, Steve Watson. That one was still well on the up, and it went flying past Grizovic, who's pulled out 2 or 3 saves. Well played from Albert to Venison. Sellers now making up ground quickly. Cole is through the middle. Rennie, it's to Lee. Lee again. It's 3. Another for Robert Lee. Sellers. Rennie's clearance down to Lee. Opened up the angle and rolled it in with the Grizovic going the wrong way. Fox finding Cole. Nice work. Andy Cole, still with Cole, still going. Oh, how did he do that? And now the story complete. A goal from Andy Cole. Cole getting the ball from Fox. Round one, it took a deflection, took another one. Still he kept on with it. Nothing at all wrong with the finish, though.
A second home game in 4 days brought Newcastle's bogey team from last season, Southampton, to the north. Matthew Le Tissier was the danger man who inspired the Saints to complete the only double of the last campaign against Keegan's team, but this time it was such a different story.
They've not had a bad little 5 or 6 minutes, but now there's danger for them. Cole, Fox can't quite pick it up. Watson might. Here's Watson, Albert. Beaten away, not that time though, and once again, Watson pounces. Steve Watson, the man brought in for Peter Beardsley, gets his second goal in successive matches. Albert, the first shot was pushed away, and Watson relished the opportunity. Ottinger. Nice play. Venison to Fox, to Lee. Fox getting in round the back door. Watson again is in the middle. Fox going in on his own. Watson! It's another one for Steve Watson. And another one for Newcastle. Charlton lost his bearings and the ball. Fox always ready to have a go himself, and Watson once again was on the spot. Charlton, whose initial mistake did prompt that second goal, and nearly another one prompted there by Benali's error. Fox has picked it up. Fox, Watson's in the middle, so too Cole. Just had to check, it's still on, is it? Yes! Andy Cole. Never say a move has broken down when Andy Cole still has the ball. He gets Fox once again punishes an error. Cole, it was just to fool them, and Grobbelaar was far too far towards his near post. Drags down, Banger could be through here. And they pulled one back. Some reward at last for a lot of hard work by Nicky Banger. Venison presented to Cole. You just cannot do that. Punished in the most harsh fashion possible. And that is kamikaze football. Venison pushing it forward. Presented to Cole. Thanks a lot. Cole. Still with Cole. And Robert Lee. It's 5. And did you see that one, Terry Venables? England coach getting something to applaud as Robert Lee makes a characteristic burst from midfield. I'm sure the England coach will have admired Cole's part in that. Lee, when he gets into that sort of position, it's a formality.
No wonder the toughest job on Tyneside was getting a ticket for St James's Park. But with a brace of goals from Andy Cole almost a part of everyday life, then United fans must have gone home talking about boy wonder Steve Watson. 3 goals in 2 games, not bad for a stand-in. For a young man who burst onto the Newcastle scene, Watson has still taken his time to arrive. He made his debut nearly 4 years ago, the youngest player ever to pull on a black and white shirt at just 16 years of age. It was in a local derby at Middlesbrough that Watson made the headlines with this audacious somersault throw-in. The fans loved it, but you need to be more than a gymnast to impress Kevin Keegan.
When I first come out, I told him he was too full of tricks. I don't think really he came into the training ground to do the right thing. Come in, watch Barry Venison, watch Peter Beardsley, watch Paul Bracewell, watch these type of players who are all around you, and don't just accept that what I'm saying is right. That's why they've got to the top. That's why they're consistent every week. Now, you go out and do the same things, and to be fair, that's what he's done. And he does look a tremendous player.
The former Wallsend Boys Club star missed out on Newcastle's First Division Championship season. He lined up for the opening game, but never got another league start. It's been a hard battle for Steve, who perhaps used to suffer from not having a definite position. But now, that's his trump card.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing not having a position, but as long as you can keep putting us in when anybody gets injuries, you can put us in any way he wants, and I'll just go in and do my job.
He won't always be the one who has to step down. He won't always be the one who you look at and you think, well, I've got to leave one out, it's got to be Steve Watson. He won't always be that way, and he knows that.